The background I have that I come and I do any kind of a talk about finance is that I am a finance person. I'm a finance and accounting undergrad, and I have a graduate degree in finance, and I love finance. I think finance is a lot of fun. As a matter of fact, when I was in college, I was in upper level accounting classes, and this is not to diss CPAs or accountants, because John is not your typical CPA or accountant, okay? But I got into the upper level accounting classes at Texas A&M University, and all I saw were girls, and I went home to my parents and I said, I have a problem. And they said, what is that? And I said, I have the wrong degree. And they're like, excuse me, how do you explain that? And I'm like, well, everywhere I look, there are only girls. If this sounds misogynistic, then I apologize, but I'm like, I need a finance degree because I've got to go where the fellas are, because that's where the money is. And so they let me go back to school and finish the second degree, okay? And then I went on and I got the graduate degree in finance, and I loved it, okay? Finance is a lot of fun. But a lot of people have debt, and they never know what debt actually does to them on credit cards. People just don't understand. They don't comprehend. And they don't comprehend the tool in the way that it can be used. So all the comments that I'm going to make today are going to be how you can use this stuff and use it ethically, okay? Because there are a lot of people that don't have the information that you're going to have, and so you can use it to abuse, you know, the position of having more information. Don't do that, but use it to make money, okay? Use it to lock in returns. When we're talking about hurdle rates and things that you want to try and do to beat the rate of inflation, well, buying something right and understanding how you're buying it right is a huge tool in your toolkit in order to ensure that you buy something right on the front end before you ever get into a transaction. And this is just going to give you a little bit of insight how you can look at that with a financial calculator, okay? The other thing that I wanted to touch on, though, there are a couple of points I wanted to make, okay? And I'm just going to go ahead and make them. The big part of this equation, too, is about managing risk, okay? Real estate is deemed to be riskier than any other investment class, okay? I brought with me, y'all gonna love this, a textbook. It was originally published in 1954. This was used in real estate finance training in my graduate program, last published in '89. I don't know how many times this has been reissued since. And I opened it up, and I tried to copy the chart, but I had a hard time getting it into a picture, so I'm just gonna draw it for you guys. It's real simple. Drop the pen. Looks like this, okay? This is theory, and I'm gonna hit you with a little bit of theory, so don't trip, okay? This is an idea where you've got risk and you've got return, okay? And over the course, there are various asset classes. What's deemed to be down here would be government bills and bonds, okay? And then you're gonna go into different types of corporate paper. So, you know, any type of commercial paper or anything like that. We're moving up a scale in risk, and so an expected rate of return, right? And you get all the way out here, and you've got bonds and stuff like that, corporate bonds, and then you've got stocks. And believe it or not, way out here on the tip, they put real estate. Now, I think that's laughable in this tape. And I don't know if y'all agree with me, but if we've got $16 trillion in debt, and they're manufacturing paper, and municipalities are going under, does that argue, and muni bonds are somewhere down here, does that argue that this theory might not hold in this current environment? Are y'all with me or not? I mean, seriously, it doesn't apply anymore. And so the thing that we want to do is understand what risk there is in real estate, manage it, and get the rate of return right, and then manage for the rate of inflation. Okay, these are simple concepts. You know intuitively what I'm going to try and demonstrate a little bit conversationally while I'm talking, okay? The other concept that I wanted to touch with you guys, because it's important, I think, just across the board, and you're going to get it, is the idea of disintermediation, okay? Over the last 20 years, 30 years, so many things in this country have blossomed into cottage industries where you've got intermediaries in all your transactions, right? What happens when those intermediaries do anything that breaks code or regulation or whatever? Who steps in their place at the end of the day? That's right, government. That's right. So everything that once worked in your favor, that helped you scale a business, that involved intermediaries and transactions that enabled you to get stuff done faster, you got money from banks cheaper, every one of those types of things, when they start to get overregulated and it becomes the government, who owns your life now, right? So this whole process is about getting intermediaries out of your business. It's about face-to-face business, people to people. Get people out of the centers of your transactions that have no business being there. It gets your profile down and enables you to put your hands back on the wheel of your own financial life. And frankly,